So, you just rented your first Linux server, you SSH in it, and hit ls, and boom! You are staring at a chaotic alphabet soup of folders, bin, etc, var, usr. So, what is this? And where the heck is the C drive? And now, welcome back to the scripted of mine. So, I'm Aiman, and today we are decoding the Linux file system. We are gonna look at what are the root is, why the home directory is your only safe haven, and why, as a software engineer, not knowing this will absolutely destroy your production server. Let's dive in. Okay, now the first part, which is the root. So in Windows, you have the C drive, D drive, but in Linux, everything, and I mean everything, is a single tree. And the absolute bottom of that tree is a root, which represented by a single /. And you can think the root is like the foundation of a skyscraper. You don't live there, and if you break it, the whole thing will go down.
Let's rapid fire through the most important rooms in this skyscraper by binaries. This is where your core commands live. When you type ls, cat, or echo, Linux runs a tiny program from right here. bin system binaries, same as bin but for the system admin. Normal users stay out. This is where the dangerous stuff lives. Boot, the stuff that wakes your computer up. Touch this and your PC turns into a very expensive brick. Dev devices. In Linux, everything is a file. Your hard drive, a file here. Your webcam, a file here. Throw data at dev nolus. It vanishes into a black hole forever, etc, etc. Pronouns at C, the nerve center. This is where all system-wide configuration files live. If you need to change how NGX routes traffic or how SSH works, you edit text files here, break a typo in etc., ruin your weekend, write var variable files that constantly change size. The most important one for you, imvar log. When your app crashes silently at 3 AM, the evidence is hiding in here. Alt-tab-re, temporary, the dumpster, it hosts temporary files and literally empties itself every time you reboot. Use our programs, the biggest folder. It hosts installed software, libraries, and tools. While root, not to be confused with the root. This is the private bedroom of the ultimate superuser. You need sudo just to look at the door. So why do you need to know this? You might think like, but I'm a software engineer, not a sysadmin. Why do I care?
So the first one is deployment. When you deploy a web app, you are not putting it in your desktop, you are putting it in a server. So you need to know that your nginx config goes in etc, or your actual website file might goes to var/www, or your logs will be go to var/log. And the second one is permission, where you have to know sudo, because we will be playing with sudo a lot when you are developing a production website. And the last one is a Docker and CI/CD. So writing a Docker file is basically just moving files around a tiny Linux file system. So you can't write a good Docker container if you don't know where the things belong. If this video really helpful, please like and subscribe. Thank you.